Hey everybody, it's Teresa. Welcome to my channel. I'm going to make a necklace and a pair of earrings today, and I'm going to use some of the beads and findings that came in the February 2025 bargain bead box called Floral Fantasy. I'll put a link in the corner of this video and in the description box below to the unboxing video I did for this subscription in case you want to watch it, where I go over everything that came in the box. I have a coupon code. It's Teresa2, and I'll put it on the screen here and in the description box below, along with a link to the page to sign up for this subscription if you're interested. The coupon will save you $2 off your first box if you sign up. In here I have the 8mm lab created hematite faceted round beads. The color is it's got metallic blue plating. And here I have the tulip beads that came in the box. And here I have the lotus flower charms that came in the box. I have some 8mm jump rings and some 6mm jump rings. I have a lobster clasp, a couple of pieces of the chain that came in the box, a shorter piece of that same chain that I'm going to use as an extender, and one of the little lotus charms I'm going to hang off the extender chain as a dangle. And then in here I've got what I'm going to use for my earrings. I've got the two butterfly charms that came in the box, two of the 8mm beads from like these, a couple of jump rings, and a couple of ear wires. I don't really know how well my earrings are going to match my necklace, since there's not going to be any butterflies in my necklace, but I just had to make them, so that's what I'm going to do. I've got some pieces of 22 gauge German style wire, and I've got some ball head pins. And then I'm going to be using the same tools that I always use. And I have my little New Orleans shot glass to put my wires in when I cut them off. I think that's everything. I'll try to find links and put links to everything I'm using in the description box below that didn't come in the subscription. So hold on, I'll get some of this out of the way and I'll be back. Okay, I've got some of everything I need laying out here now. This is going to be a charm necklace, and I've already got just a little bit of it made here. So I'm going to make the next link in my chain here. So I'm going to take a piece of my wire. This is about a 3-inch piece of wire. I'll take my pliers and I'm going to go down about 1 inch. I'm going to bend the wire over at a 90-degree angle. Take my round nose pliers and put them in the crook of the bend. Round nose pliers facing me. Bend the wire back until it hits the tool. Rotate the pliers till they're facing the table. Take the short piece under here until it hits the bottom of the tool. Kink the wire back until the loop is centered over the wire. I'm going to take my bent chain nose pliers and hold onto my loop. Bring the short piece of wire down, and at the same time I'm going to push this long piece of wire forward just a little bit. Now I'm going to take the short piece of wire and wrap it around the long piece of wire about 3 times. I'm going to take my cutters and cut off my extra wire. I'm going to take one of my 8mm beads and put it on here. I'm going to take my pliers and go to the very tip of the pliers. I'm going to bend the wire over at a 90-degree angle. My round nose pliers and put them in the crook of the bend. Round nose pliers facing me. Bend the wire back till it hits the bead. Rotate the pliers till they're facing the table. Take this piece under here until it hits the bottom of the tool. Kink the wire back until the loop is centered over the bead. I'm going to take my bent chain nose pliers and hold on to my loop. bring this wire down, and at the same time I'm going to push this part forward just a little bit. Now I'm taking my other pair of bent chain nose pliers and start to wrap. I'm just going to wrap till there's no more room to wrap. Then I'm going to take my cutters, cut off my extra wire. And then I'm going to take these crimping pliers. I like to use the little half circles at each end there to tuck in the burrs when I cut off wire. Now I'm going to take one of my 6mm jump rings and open it up and put it on one of my lotus charms and close it back up really well. And now I'm going to take one of my ball head pins and one of my tulip beads and put my tulip bead on here with the wide part facing down. And then I'm going to take my pliers and go to the very tip of the pliers. Bend the wire over at a 90-degree angle. Take my round nose pliers and put them in the crook of the bend. Bend the wire back until it hits the bead. Rotate the pliers till they're facing the table. This piece of wire and turn until it hits the bottom of the tool. Kink the wire back until the loop is centered over the bead. I'm going to take my bent chain nose pliers and hold on to my loop. Bring the short piece of wire down. At the same time pushing this piece here forward just a little bit. I'm going to take my other pair of bent chain nose pliers and start to wrap. Just going to wrap till there's no more room to wrap. Take my cutters, cut off my extra wire, take my crimping pliers, tuck in my little burr, okay, now I'm going to connect this link to the little chain I've already got made here, and I want to lay this out to make sure that my dangles all fall on the same side. So I need to move this up a little so it's better in frame. So I'm going to lay that out there. I'm going to take one of my 8mm jump rings and open it up. And while it's laid out there, I'm going to hook it onto my last link that I made there. Now I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to hang on my tulip bead charm that I made and my lotus flower with the jump ring on it and the other little link that I made. I'm going to close it back up really well. I'll lay this out here and make sure it's laying the way I want it to. And it is. So I'm just going to keep doing that until I use up all my tulip beads. I'll end up with 11 of my 8mm beads because there are 10 of my tulip beads. So I'll end up with 11 of these 8mm beads. And when I get all that done, I'll be back and we'll put the chain and all that on it. So I'll be back. Okay, I've got this all done now, and I decided to add 3 more of the 8mm beads on each side, just by themselves. And I attached them with 6mm jump rings. I just wanted a little extra of them on each side. I tend to keep adding beads and keep adding beads. You all know me. And I have my camera lifted way high so that you could see the whole thing. And the fact that I added those 3 extra beads, I'm going to bring it down now so I can add the chain and everything. And I'll do that. I'll turn the camera off to do that because I don't want to be jostling the camera and make you all seasick. So hold on, I'll be back. Okay, I'm going to add my chain and my findings now. I measured this after I got it done and it came to 16 inches. So I've got 2 inches of chain on each side here. So I'm going to take a $6mm jump ring. And open it up. And put 1 piece of chain on one side. My other piece of chain on the other side. And now I'm going to take a 6mm jump ring. And attach my lobster clasp to this side. And then I have an 8mm jump ring that I'm going to put on this other side for my lobster to clasp onto. And then I have a little piece of the same chain that's about 2 inches. I'm going to put on this side as an extender. And then now I'm going to take a 6mm jump ring and attach my little lotus charm to my extender chain. So there's that. So hold on, I'll get my stuff to make an earring and I'll be back. Okay, this is just going to be super quick and easy because I've already made my link here. I just made a link like I made in the necklace that I made, a wire wrapped link. And all I'm going to do is take a 6mm jump ring and attach my butterfly to it. And then I'm just going to take my ear wire and open it up. and make sure I get it on here so that my butterfly is facing the right way because they're not double-sided. And I'm going to close my ear wire back. So there's my little earring. And if you all hear that sound, that's Lily snoring. She's laying over here next to me. I've never had a cat that snores, but this cat snores, I'm telling you. So there's my little earrings. I'm going to make the other one off camera, and then I'll come back and have it all laid out. So I'll be back. Okay, there is my charm necklace and earrings made with some of the beads and findings that came in the February 2025 bargain bead box called Floral Fantasy. And of course I still have tons and tons of beads left. This is the first thing I've made out of that box. I can make many, many more pieces of jewelry. It's just amazing the amount of beads and findings you get in one of these boxes. It's just a really, really great value. And like I said, if you're not subscribed to the box and you decide you want to be, that coupon code will save you $2 off your first box. I hope you all have enjoyed this video. As always, thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate those of you who have subscribed to my channel and watched my videos and liked and commented on my videos. I have a website where I sell my jewelry. It's Teresa's Handmade Jewelry, and I'll put a link to it in the description box below in case you're interested, along with a link to my Facebook, Instagram, and my email. If you haven't, I'd really love it if you'd subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're notified when I upload a new video. So until next time, I hope y'all have a great day. Take care.